If we notice a pattern of their systematic production of readings, this targeting readings, it is synchronistic, systematic, carefully organized, and produced in a timely manner. These repetitions are resonating with every tarot reader out there because they are psychic. We all know that someone whistleblowed about paid tarot readers, gang stalking, and those repetitions as a signal for the thieves. So let's talk about repetitions. You see repetition because we all know that we're dealing with a cult. Repetition is a powerful brainwashing technique because it takes advantage of how the brain processes information, forms beliefs, and builds neural pathways. And this is how it works. 1. Repetition reinforces neural pathways. The brain strengthens connections between neurons when information is repeated. And this is the foundation of learning. The more you hear or see something, the more familiar and true it feels, regardless of its accuracy. 2. It bypasses critical thinking. When something is repeated often enough, the brain starts to accept it as truth, especially if you're exposed to it when you're tired, emotionally vulnerable, or distracted. Repetition can dull the mind's natural tendency to question and analyze. 3. It creates emotional conditioning. Repetition paired with emotional stimuli like fear, hope, pride, guilt conditions people to associate certain feelings with specific ideas, making those ideas harder to detach from later on. 4. It exploits the illusory truth effect. Psychological studies have shown that people are more likely to believe a statement is true if they have heard it multiple times, even if they know it is false at first. This is called the illusory truth effect. 5. Establishes familiarity. The brain equates familiarity with safety and truth. Repetition makes concepts feel familiar, and familiar things are more readily trusted, even if they are harmful or misleading. 6. Use in propaganda and advertising. Repetition is why slogans, jingles, and political messaging work. Hearing the same message repeatedly conditions people to adopt it as part of their worldview. So in brainwashing or cult settings, repetition may look like a daily chant or affirmation, a repeating group mantra, or a consistent exposure to a one-sided information. Repeating truths while suppressing questions or dissent. Bottom line, repetition isn't evil in itself. It is how we learn. But in manipulative contexts, it is a tool for mental conditioning, especially when used to override critical thinking and enforce conformity.